stop that.
Ah, Joe?
What?
You're here.
Yeah? So? I've got an opinion too, you know.
Yeah, but I thought we were going for the I'm a guy who hates the world enough to not have any friends angle.
No, we're not.
Oh, well, you want to start off then?
Sure. They say that the best animes aren't family friendly, and I tend to agree with them, despite the fact that I just made up that saying. Anything that 4Kids touches tends to wither, leaving something less than a dry raisin. But sometimes made up sayings like this are taken as the only basis for an anime. Enter Desert Punk. Phil, you can say something now.
Oh, right. Now, if you're the squeamish kind who can't handle people being blown to bits, blood and gore raining down as hundreds are slaughtered for no notable reason except to simply witness the crimson sky's
Phil?
beauty and paint the floor as
Phil?
the rain falls, pooling into a lovely
Phil!
black... What? Oh, I did it again, didn't I?
Yes. You see, this is why I have to be here.
Well, if any of that makes you a bit squeamish, then actually this anime is just fine for you because the blood level's not high. What Joe means by not family friendly is all forms of sexual innuendos, jokes, and outright sexism. I mean, for crying out loud, I felt like I was going to go to hell at any moment if I laughed. I'm an understanding guy. I can accept pushing the boundaries between feminine beauty and testosterone-fueled desires, but really, Desert Punk? Really? I don't have a problem with the cleavage and the artist's fondness for large balloon shapes, but it's god-awful respect for women that throws me in this anime. Episode 11? Just ew. Yeah, she looks great, but the behavior and subjugation of women by Desert Punk just goes to an easily uncomfortable level. For the first portion of the series, nothing too bad happened, just a little oh har har, Desert Punk likes boobies. But episode 11, I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, and you call yourself a man. Sure, it takes those natural desires maybe a step too far, but it's all just in comedy. I mean, there are way worse animes out there. You know, the kind of animes my mother figured are the basis of all animes, leading to the reason that she never let me watch it while I was at home.
How did your mom know about those kind of animes?
What? Oh God! Mommy!
Wait, Joe, I can't give the good points of the series without sacrificing the sarcastic asshat-like image I've created for myself.
Fine. Not like this is the first time something like this has happened.
What?
Well, I think it's time to pull out the compliment sandwich. As far as what this anime does well, when they take a break from womanizing jokes, the other jokes can be hilarious. I'm not really sure how the jokes translate into a Japanese joke since I watched the dub version, which is very good, you stuck-up subophiles. Even the art and action can have its moments. Some scenes are very reminiscent of my happy days of Fooly Cooly, or Furry Kuri, for you stuck-up namophiles. A perfectly interplaced tapestry of comedy with action. It doesn't top Fooly Cooly, but it is nice. If you do end up watching the series, episode 3 is easily the best example of this.
And now for a spoiler warning. I'll try not to give too much away or when it happens, but you've been warned. Okay, so at some point not at the end of the series, Desert Punk is said to have died. This point not being the end, it's no surprise he's not actually dead. You know, because he's kind of like the main character and all. Well, at least I assumed he was, till they spanned 2.5 episodes without him. I think this guy's too many expletives to count, but he's still the core plot and comedy. The series is literally nothing without him. What would Yu-Gi-Oh! Be without friendship? What would Nico's Taco Shop be without regret? What would the Middle East be without suicide bombers? Better, that's what, but that's not what the story's about. Heck, I don't even know if him theoretically dying was supposed to show him as a good or a bad person. On one hand, he's always avoiding killing the innocent, but the ending would have us believe just the opposite. In the end, the only idea the anime conveyed was that living in a post-apocalyptic desert sucks. I guess I couldn't have really hoped for more from an anime like this.
Well, sure, it may have directly said something along those lines, but look at who lived. This story was about greed and power, and how those can push someone into ultimately making a more horrible decision than just the subjugation of women. When it came down to the end, just look at who won and who lost. Sure, there's still a desert filled with suck, but that wasn't the point. Things never went full circle, back to how this post-apocalyptic desert was created in the first place. Greed and power are what made the desert. Greed and power are what almost brought a tragic history back.
Your mum.
No!
Shotgun is what he's gonna use, and then you've got yourself a single